Wait, what? How did you get out of there? What's the... you gotta be kidding me. All right, just cut to the opening song. Hello everyone, Bjorn Strong in the Army here. Welcome back to the Land of Eternal Night. Last time, in last episode I should say, we went and we found ourselves some zombie villagers and we got them cured, and that was a complete success. And then we tried to get them breeding, and that was a complete and utter failure, and has led to me totally tearing up and ruining the inside of my base where I'm living here. And on top of that, it's not even working. It's not even working right. Look at he's supposed to be in there. These guys are supposed to be breeding with each other. And it's really, it's made me kind of really have to go and rethink a lot of my life choices and things. But, well, the good news is I think I know what has gone wrong. Well, partly. I have no idea how this guy got out of his little hole where he was. But I do know why they weren't breeding. I should say, I when they were in the hole, I went and I left them for hours and kept throwing them food. And then I realized what the problem was. I did some little research, little reading around, and the problem was, you can see it if you look back at the last video, I gave these guys some wheat. And it turns out that giving wheat to villagers to breed is a bad idea for a couple of reasons. Now, we did see they did craft some bread and throw it, and actually one of them is a leathersmith and one of them is a butcher, and I don't think they should be able to do that, but they did. But their problem is there are some bugs having to do with bread and how it gets treated for breeding, for throwing around and stuff like that. So these guys are bugged, and it looks like I'm gonna never be able to breed them by throwing them food, which is terrible. Not good. But there are other ways to breed them. In particular, I can trade with them. Now, trading with them is going to be a little tricky because, again, I need 9 leather and some raw pork chop or some raw chicken to trade with these guys. I don't have any of that stuff. I mean, I think I have a little bit of leather from fishing. Yeah, exactly 9. I did some extra fishing too. So 11 leather. That's not going to get us more than one trade. And I don't have any raw chicken, although I do have over here a complete double chest full of eggs, so I probably could build up a chicken farm. So that's what I'm going to start things out today, because we need to get some of these guys breeding it. And once these guys breed up 2 babies, and those babies grow up, those babies they'll be fresh. We can just start giving them carrots. So we're going to do that. So I think to do that properly, I'm going to use a totally different style of village breeder. And I think what I'm going to do is come in and put it back here. And I'll put it in like a big kind of row. And we'll have these guys in pairs. And then we can trade with them. And then their babies will drop down below, the way this villager breeder works. And we'll also set it up so that we can give them food, although that'll take a bit more effort. I might not do that right away. We'll start out just by breeding them, by trading with them. And then we'll turn this eventually into like our trading hall. So we both trade and breed them at the same time. And what we'll do is, once we start breeding them, once we have enough kind of to get going on with, we'll put up a little holding cell and we'll check them. And if they're villagers that have good trades we want, we'll move them over here. And if they're not, we'll move them over to a little waiting area so we can make an iron farm with them eventually. So that's going to be the plan. And it's going to start out with me tearing out, well, actually, no. It's going to start out with me coming and... Actually, what I can do to move these guys, I always forget where to get in there. I can just come and pull out this floral stuff below, and they're going to fall in that water source where the babies were supposed to go, and just get carried on up and into this holding cell. So we'll get them back in here from moving around. And then I'm going to tear out a whole bunch of stuff around here. And carve it all out and set up a spot for this new trading hall / village breeder to go. So that's going to be the plan. So I'm going to start working on that. And and once I do, I'll get back and we'll get these guys moved around. Okay, I've done some digging around back here, and I have got myself this little area here, and this is where the first people are going to go. But this is the where the traders slash breeders will go, and the design I'm using here isn't my own. I'll put a link in the description to the original, but I've modified it in minor ways. But the idea is that the villagers, I can't really get up high enough to see, will sit on that wall there. And then they'll be squished between this wall and this fence, which I'm going to push into them. So there's enough space that babies will fall down, but the villagers won't. That's the idea anyway. And when the babies fall down, they're going to come down here and be taken through a loop that I can't really show you and end up in this spot right here. Now, this is something we can come and trade with them with. I right-clicked to show, but didn't mean to do that. And if we like them, if they're trades we want to have, we can open this up, and this should take them around into this water stream here. I'll close this off so they can't escape, and fall into, get it set up so they'll fall into the kind of next one of these little chambers. And if we don't want to trade with them, we can turn them on here, and they will flow into this holding cell until we get enough there that we can use them to make an iron farm or something like that. So that's the plan. And the first job is going to be to get these villagers that we've got into the first one of those holding cells. So I think we can do this. I think I've got this set up so this water here will take them up and over and drop them in there. I do need to come and close this off so they can't escape that way. Also, I want to put some redstone and a lever there in front of those pistons, or behind those pistons, I should say, so that when they do fall in there, then I can just quickly squish them in, get them trapped where they're supposed to be. So yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea if this is gonna work. I'm pretty nervous, just because I'm afraid it's not. But let's give it a try. And I think if we just put the water right there, and no, come on, there, and we'll see how it goes. All right, they're flowing up. Hopefully they'll make those corners okay. You see him come past. I can't see what's going on. I'm so nervous. Come on, don't die in the water streams. Just spin around like you're supposed to. Okay. This is the wall along which they're supposed to be traveling, I think. So what's going on with you guys? Where are you? You're kind of stuck right here. Oh, is this blocking your way? What is going on? Oh, didn't mean to do that. There they go. All right. Oh, beautiful. It worked. So we do that, and we do that. Aha! They are secure. I'm so happy. Wait a minute. Except they may be secure, but those pistons didn't push. Oh, geez. Right. That's not what I wanted, but oh, it's always something, isn't it? All right, they're where they're supposed to be, except I got to push those fences into them. So give me a minute, see if I can get this figured out, and I'll be right back. Oh, did one of them fall down? Yeah, he fell down. All right. We can fix this. Because he will just go right back in here. There we go. It is. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I need to come back. I borrowed these pistons out of here. I should probably come and put them back so that we can, then do this properly once it's time to do. Once we get some guys bred. But it's going to be a little bit of time before anybody gets any breeding done around here because what a full inventory. There we go. Because I don't have the stuff I need right now to breed with to trade with these guys. And we can trade with Patient Zero just using raw chicken. We have all the stuff we need to make a chicken farm, an automatic chicken farm, so that would be kind of not a problem. And actually, we can go ahead and trade, for a first trade there with the brain, because we do have 9 leather, and we can fish up for some more. So that, I think, is what we should do next. We should put in that chicken farm. And so, yeah, let me get some resources for that, and we clean up some of this mess around here, and then we can get started on that. Okay, I'm over here next to the pumpkin farm. I'm going to put in the chicken farm right here, and feel a bit more confident about this than about working with those villagers. That was really quite a nightmare, but yeah. So the way I'm going to do this is going to be really, really simple. It is going to have 3 dispensers there, right there, and one of them is going to fire eggs onto. I need a half slab. There we go. On the half slab, the other 2, one is going to have a bucket of water and one's have a bucket of lava. So there'll be a drowning mode and a burning mode if we want cooked or uncooked. So what we'll do is I want to make this out of polished andesite just to make it look kind of not too terrible. And so, oops. So this dispenser here is the one that shoots out the eggs. And I'm going to have to put something in front of it, and we'll figure out what that will be here in a moment. In fact, no, actually, I know what I want that to be. That will be our nether brick fence. And that way you can just kind of see what's going on in there, even though I don't have any glass, really. Let's see. Well, the chickens shouldn't be able to get out of there. If they can, I'll have to make some changes. But anyway, we'll try that for now. And one of these will be water, one of these will be the other thing. And then I'm going to have these 3, I should say, hoppers back here. And there's my andesite. Just line the sides with andesite. And this is where the chickens that lay the eggs are gonna sit. They'll just sit right up here. And the last thing I need is some redstone coming out behind this dropper, telling it to fire whenever there's eggs in it. So to do that, we've got some comparators and some. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm doing this right. And I want some redstone as well. So this comes around like this. And as you can see, there's something in the dropper, so it's telling it to fire. And that's going to also come back, come around, if I can reach it, back here. And then this one will be another repeater going into that whatchamafidget. Yeah, that should work. That should work great. In fact, you know what? I think I want to do this a little bit differently. I want to take, instead of coming out back like this, I want to take these hoppers out in the front. So it's going to stick out a little bit. Let's see. Yeah. So that hopper is right there. And then, so there are just these 2 hoppers for the chickens to sit on, and then the chickens will be behind this fence as well, so you can see the chickens that you're working with. Let's see. I think I like that. I like it a lot when you can see what's kind of going on with your farms as much as I can. So yeah, I'm gonna throw the eggs in there, And I need another one of those, another brick fences again, just to put right in front. And I'll put put the fence right there. And yeah, a bucket of water can go right in here. I need to get myself a bucket and get some lava in it right there. And then we'll be ready to fill this up. Well, the water bucket is in. The lava bucket is in. I decided against using that fence. I was worried that the chicks could sneak out. And I used my one piece of glass here on this. I have the fence up there though. And now it is egg throwing time. So let's go. Well, that's a good start, but I don't think that's nearly quite as many as I want. Let's see if I can figure out 13. Yeah, I'm going to want a lot more than that. So I'm going to be throwing some eggs for a bit. But I should say after that, it is going to be a bit of a waiting game. And so I think what I'm going to do is just kind of wait off camera, chop down some trees, harvest some crops that I've been ignoring. And actually I'm going to go do some mining because we're really low on iron and we're going to need a bunch more. So I need to start doing that. All the while we will, that's the lava, so do that one. We'll just wait for this thing to start producing until we get our 26 or whatever raw chicken, and we'll go and trade with those guys and see if we can get them to start breeding. Where'd you go? Wait. No, what? No! That's not... that is not okay. No! Oh, what am I going to do with you guys? Oh my gosh, alright. Back to the drawing board, I guess. Okay, so I've gone ahead and put in a totally different kind of villager breeder this time. This one, the way it works, well, the way it's supposed to work is you just put some villagers in here and you make sure you have a farmer in here. And they will run around and feed, pick the crops and throw them to each other, and eventually they'll start breeding with each other. And then there are these trap doors that are open, and the babies can't get through, or the adults can't get through because they hit their heads on this fence they try, but the babies will eventually just kind of wander through there, and they'll fall down into a water stream and then get taken out and moved around to this holding chamber over here. Now, of course, we can't really do that right now, and I have this all closed off because for what we're going to have to do right now to get these guys to breed is to go ahead and trade with them. So let's do that. So that should make him get some little sparklies and hearts, and sure enough, it does. And same thing for him. And now I hope hope, fingers crossed, that now these guys will start getting little hearts, and they'll make some babies, and we'll just keep trading with them for a while until we fill up, a handful of villagers in here that won't be bugged like them, and we'll be able to breed with carrots and get a farmer in here as well, so we can start throwing carrots around to each other. Now, the reason I didn't start with this kind of farm is because in this kind of farm, the babies will often end up with, food of their own, with full tummies. And the other kind of farms I was working on, they have dynamics, or they're set up so that the babies are always hungry. And the reason, hearts, excellent, excellent. Yay. Okay. You two get on with it. I'm going to wander over here, give you some privacy. Anyway, and I wanted hungry babies because that way we could also build automatic farms with these guys. Oh, look, there he is. There he is, our first baby. And he's even a farmer. Look, he's already harvesting. Look at that little guy. Oh, he's so cute. Our little farmer. Oh, jackpot. All right. And also, we'll be able to trade with him soon. Anyway, back to the story. I wanted to be able to make some auto farms. And the way that villager-powered auto farms work is you have one hungry villager, and then you have a farmer that keeps throwing stuff to him but can't get it to him. And then you get the food that the villager throws to the hungry guy and misses. But I've given up on that. I just can't get those to work. You've seen the problems I've had trying to get those things going. So what I'm going to do instead for farming, it's a little less slick, but it's still pretty useful, is use this little nano farm. And I've put most of it in down here. Do I have a hoe on me? I don't, but I can make one. So the way that this auto farm works is you got these 3 dispensers. There's some water back there to keep that nice and muddy, and you can fill these dispensers up with bone meal. So I've been doing some AFK at the farm, at the mob farm. That's what I'm trying to say, and doing that AFK, getting a lot of bone meal off it. We got bones to spare at this point. So then you come down, and something I'm missing still. You put these slabs up top here, and that also needs to be dark in there. So I'm gonna get in there somehow and close off that light as well. So that's just, I think I just come in here and go like that. Should do it so that this is kind of nice and dark. And then we turn this on. This fast clock runs these dispensers. And then, let's see, I'll just kind of clear that out. Oh, and eat up first. Otherwise, it's going to eat when I don't want to eat. And then I hold down the right click to plant. And it's not, why is it not working? Oh, huh. Well, this was supposed to work where as soon as it got up to the top, it popped off because of a lighting glitch. And now I'm wondering if this lighting glitch has been changed in... Uh-oh, that was not what I meant to do. That ruined everything. All right, well, maybe I'm not going to do this nano farm. Maybe this nano farm's not going to work for me after all. So I'm going to have to find a different way of farming. But whatever we're going to do with the farms, we are not going to be doing an auto farm. So yeah, so maybe I derped that up somehow. I built it wrong, or maybe the lighting glitch that this used to use has been fixed in these newest versions of Minecraft. So I'm not sure. I'll have to do some research on that. I'm not quite sure how I want to do that. But hey guys, happy family. Patient Zero, our escape artist, I think is now finally somewhere where he will be safe and sound, not be escaping. The brain is here as his companion. And then we got, first little villager. Awesome. So I'm going to have to figure out how to do something about the carrot farms. And it'd be nice to get some potatoes as well. And to be honest, probably the best way to get those potatoes is to come, I think if we come back up to here, right, you can hear them, can't you? Right, if I go right through here. I'm not gonna do it because that might be my problems. There are gonna be zombies out the wazoo. They can smell that village here. They can smell this guy. They really want a piece of him. They're just gathered around trying to get to him. If I could just open that up and just start whacking them with my sword, I bet eventually I would get a potato. And I could start farming them too. But yeah, so this has not been the episode I expected. I had all sorts of grand plans to just get these villagers kind of up and breeding right away and go do some more stuff, but those grand plans seem to have failed miserably. But I think we now have a solution. It's maybe not the ideal solution, but something that is going to work. It's going to do the job. We can, get a couple more villagers up in here, and then we can go ahead and open this up. We can then have villagers come in here. We can sort them, the ones we want in a trading hall. We'll go, they'll go to a trading hall. The ones we want for a iron farm, we'll go to an iron farm. But yeah, that's going to be, I think that's going to be it for me today. This was, maybe it's a little shorter than usual, but it has been kind of a big headache dealing with our escape artist, Patient Zero here. Yeah, you know I'm talking about you, don't you? You know it. Anyway, you stay in there. You are in your home now. I want you not leaving anywhere. But yeah, we're good to go. So I think we'll call this a day. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed watching this even half as much as I've enjoyed making it. I hope that you've enjoyed watching Patient Zero and his magic tricks as well. If you did enjoy it, please do leave a like. If you want to keep up with the series and see what happens next, please do subscribe. I promise next time we're not going to work with villagers. We're going to do something new. I'll probably just, between episodes, kind of AFK and come and trade with them, come back AFK a bit at the fish farm, get some of those up, and then we'll just let that run in the background. We do something else. We got to get to work on those achievements, so we'll start doing that soon. But yeah, thanks so much for joining, and we'll see you again soon.